Hello, it's been a while since my last video on how to mod Ultimate Alliance 2006 on the Steam Deck. And I also, in that video, forgot to cover editing the hero stat file with OpenCharacterSelect or XMLB CUI. So I figured it would be helpful for people, since people still seem to be having trouble, to make an updated video going through hopefully all the steps. Hopefully I don't forget anything this time. First, what we're going to want to do is search up Raven MUA archive on Google or any search engine, and we're going to click on the one that looks like this. And once we're here, we're gonna scroll down a bit on this page. Forgive me, a little bit of trouble here, doing it with one hand and all. And then we're going to just click this, and then we're going to save the file. And you can put it in any folder you would like to. For me, it defaults to the desktop, so I would just click save. And I'm not going to overwrite it because I don't want to re-download the file. But anyway, you're not going to see this. You're just going to press save and it should start downloading the file, putting it in the folder that you chose or didn't choose. And then while that downloads for you, you're going to make sure that you go to the Discover store and you find Lutris. I have it installed already. There's Lutris. Now this will be what you can use to mount the .iso file, and if you don't know what mounting is, it really doesn't matter what it is. All that matters is that this helps you play the game. Once you have the ISO file downloaded, you can extract it, and if you don't have the extract button, when you click it and right click it, and you do not have this extract button here, what you can do is you can go to configure and then configure dolphin, and then here in the context menu you're just gonna click this little guy, make sure it's checked, and then you're gonna click apply, and then you should have it in your little right click menu here. And then you can just do, I guess, this one. Okay, so we have our .iso file extracted into a regular folder we can view, and here is where we will find, I don't know why I'm not using the mouse, the setup.exe file. So now this is where we're going to use Lutris. So we're here in Lutris now, and we click the plus here at the top, and we are going to install a Windows game from a .exe, and we need the name of the game. I'm just gonna call it MUA. Ignore my convoluted way of doing this without using a keyboard. I'll just get both screens up for, all right, so you can name it whatever you want. I'm just gonna name it MUA. And then I'm going to click install. And then we're going to make sure to install this setup file. And then this will just be the default directory that it wants us to install in. You could change it if you want to, but I'm not going to bother because this should be fine. And then in this screen here, it wants us to find that folder we just looked at, or the file we just looked at in the folder. So we're in the Raven MUA folder again, and we are, oh my gosh, am I blind? Here we go, setup.exe. And then we're just going to install, and now we wait. Okay, So Lutris is doing the setup stuff with that .exe. So we see Nick Fury, and then we're going to click Next. We're going to accept the terms of the agreement. We're going to click Next past this little terms of service thing. And then we should just stay with typical. I'm not sure what custom will do, but you could experiment if you want to. But if you want to run the game, just do typical. And then down here in the bottom left, it is just gonna show you the download progress, or install progress, I should say. And then I'll pick back up when that is done. During this process, it's going to ask you, do you want to register? Let's just say no. Then we're gonna say yes to the agreement. All right, so once you've gotten past that, it's gonna start loading here, and we're gonna see our guys here. Let's click Thor, because we still have some stuff to do before the game is ready to play. So now we're going to download the official characters pack and the roster, 50 roster, 36 roster hack, whichever one you prefer. So we're going to download the official characters pack first. We'll just put it on our desktop. That's where I'm putting it. You ought to put it in a downloads folder. Now I'll download this one, 50 roster hack. There's a more bare bones one down here, if that's what you're interested in. But I'll just grab this one because I guess it may be the more popular one. We're gonna put this here, and I'm just gonna grab an extra character so I can show you how to use XMLBCUI, because I'm going to be honest, I don't have a clue on how to use OCP, but maybe I'll learn someday.
What a coincidence! Because that's today.
Once we've downloaded those files, let's just go ahead and extract them. Alright, once you've got them extracted, we're going to go into OCP, and we're just going to assassinate this folder right here. You don't need this folder. I mean, maybe you do. But I believe from my experience in the last video I made, this will only mess up your inputs. Like, you know, it'll say press A when you need to press X, or, you know. So just delete that. So we need to find the folder in which our game was installed by Lutris. It's going to be in home games for me, or the default stuff, MUA, the title I did for it. Then we're going to go to drive C, program files 86, Activision, and then now we're good to drop OCP files into this guy. So let's just throw all these ones, not the ones with one, not those, ignore those. And remember, we deleted the text file, not textures. You need textures. Keep this. But now we can drag and drop this guy into this folder. Let's just copy here so that we'll have those original files. And now this is just asking us, do you want to overwrite this stuff? And we're going to say write into and click apply to all, and then we're going to do overwrite, and then it's just going to be putting the files where they belong. Oh, we did it. All right, time for the 50 roster hack. Oh boy. Okay, so we're going to grab these guys right here. Oh, and D input 8. Should be it, right? Yeah. We're going to throw these guys in there. Copy here. Again, if you don't want to keep the original files from this part, you can just do move here instead of copy here. Now we're going to click apply to all, and right into apply to all, overwrite. And to do a regular little character file, all we need to do is we need to grab this stuff. Hold on, what's this? Okay. I'm gonna ignore that. That's probably all something interesting. You know, just read what it's about on the mod page you download. I'm just gonna be doing, you know, the basic default stuff so that everyone has a good understanding of how to do this. Now, take note of this. This will be useful. Okay, before the game could be launched, we have to grab the crack file from Raven MUA. It's going to be called lowercase game.exe. Let's just move this here. Now, you'll notice that here in the folder I moved it to, we see our lowercase game.exe, and then we see this other one with a capital G. Now see, this is where things can go awry. So let's just delete this one with the capital G. And then we need to rename this one. We need to give it the capital G here. Alright, so I just got done renaming this one that I pulled from the crack folder. I just got renaming it to with a capital G. That's very, very important. The game will not launch unless you do this. Okay, with the crack file, now we can open Steam itself. And we can go here. Add a non-Steam game to the library. And we are going to click Browse. We're going to go to our Games folder, or wherever you installed MUA. Drive C, Program Files 86, Activision, there. And now we don't use this one. This is just the verification file, I think. Something like that. This is the one we do, MUA.exe, and then we'll do that. Add selected programs. And now it should be there. Now, once we've got the game file, or .exe, added to Steam, we're gonna grab the little thing here in the description of this video. I'm just using the old one because obviously this one isn't uploaded yet. So then we're gonna go to Properties, and then we're just gonna paste this right in there. And then we're gonna go to Compatibility. We're gonna force the use of Proton, some kind of Proton, doesn't really matter. You can use the latest one, you can not use the latest one. You know, you just gotta have Proton. You can rename this to like Marvel Ultimate Alliance or something. You can add a picture to it. But for these purposes, this will do just fine. I'm going to add this to my favorites, so it goes all the way up there. Okay, so we've finally got our stuff. Let's see if this runs in desktop mode. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. So we're going to have to go into game mode, which is fine. Okay, just a little side note here. I chose Proton 9.04. And that didn't exactly work. For some reason, I couldn't use a mouse, but it seems like Proton 7.06 works fine. So now we're going to run this with Proton 7 and our little thing in the launch options. And this is all gonna load. I'll just click past it. It's like a whole minute. Minute and like 10 seconds of intro logos. Okay, I'm gonna go to options, control options. See, for some reason it's a little bit laggy on this guy, but this should be fine. You know, just do the controller thing, right? Am I wrong? I'm not wrong. You're wrong. And then do this. And that should be that. Oh, yeah, see? See, now A button is the A button because we deleted the text file in OCP. And look at that. Beautiful. Cannot skip. Bull crap. Alright. And here we have our guys. Are they meant to look like this? Yeah, it just looks washed out on the camera. They look normal on the game. Anyway. Oh, did I crash? Oh no, I'm at the end. Okay. I'm not at the end. What is this? Oh. What? Oh, you know what I forgot to do? And then we're gonna go back to options. We're gonna go to video options. Yeah, there we go. That's a problem. Oh. Well, I guess that's the best we can do. Can't go like full, but this should be good enough to be able to see the sides. Weird. I have to go up. But anyway, luckily the roster hack comes with its own little stage now. It didn't before.
Are we battling supermodels this time?
So we have got the regular 50 roster hack without editing anything. But now it's time for the hard part. Okay, so I just tried to use XMLB CUI and it decided to freeze, which is something I remember very well from my original forays into modding the hero stat file. So I guess, just for simplicity's sake and for everyone else's sake who wants to follow this tutorial, we together are going to learn how to use OpenCharacterSelect on Linux. So we click this guy, and we're gonna go to releases +28, and then we're gonna wanna go here and do this guy, save file, and we'll just bring it to the desktop. All right, see, it just hates XMLB CUI. Hates running. Okay, so we got this guy. Just extract and delete archive. Okay, and here, and we're gonna do run console. Is this what we do? Oh dear, interesting. Okay, so I figured out how to use OpenCharacterSelect. First, I'm going to grab my Carnage guy. I'm gonna bring him. I put all this stuff where it needs to be. So the hero stat, that's what we're looking for here. Change this to. Let me bring up E. And then I'm going to go to the OpenCharacterSelect MUA thing. And I will bring, oh, that's interesting, isn't it? Let's give this a capital C. Okay, I gave the Carnage file a capital C just because that will be helpful, I suppose. And we're gonna copy it because I don't want to go through all that again. And then I'm going to copy this, and then we will go to our rosters file, right? Is this what we do? Yes. And let's just say we're gonna, who's down here? Who's at the bottom? Number 50, Psylocke. Oh, you know what? I love Psylocke. Let's just get rid of Jubilee. And now I'm going to save that, right? Should be it. So you can just add it to the top or add it anywhere. This will just determine where they're placed. But, you know, if they go past down here, you know, obviously they won't appear. So 50 or 36 will be the limit, you know, whatever size roster you have or whatever. So now that we've got him added here, now we can go to the executable itself. Nope, we have to run in console, obviously. And then bring up the keyboard. Right. So we're going to click enter, use saved options from config ini. Why not? Wait, no. That's not what I meant to do. Going to press enter. I'm going to say no because I accidentally, you know. Anyway, I'm going to go to PC direct method. Do you have a roster hack installed? Yes, I do. Then we're gonna go all the way down to 50. I'm gonna press enter, and then we'll just go down to the one I edited, which is roster. Enter the path to your file thing, which is simple enough to do. Oh gosh, can you get down? Thank you. Go here, and then we're gonna do, you know, remember this is our games MUA. We're gonna right click on the folder with all the files of the game in it, and we're gonna do copy location, and then we will press right click, or paste, okay. And then we're gonna bring up the keyboard again, which I need 2 hands to do because that's very intuitive, very fun, very easy for you to see what's going on. And I'm gonna click enter. Are you editing the hero stat of a package mod? No, because I'm just, you know. Update character unlocks? Yes. Launch the game when done? No. Save the intermediate temp files? I don't know what that means, but sure. Show progress? No. Test hero stats? No. Save these options to, yeah, sure, why not? Then that should be done. Let's go find out in game mode whether Carnage shows up. Alright, we are back in the game. We have used OpenCharacterSelect. I'm so proud of you for getting this far. I'm doing so well. Alright, now is Carnage. What have I done? Okay, I did something that unlocked my characters. Don't do that. I'm not sure which part of it did that, but I just used a cheat to unlock them all. Here's, Carnage. I did it. We did it together. Anyway, that should be it for, modding Ultimate Alliance on your Steam Deck. If you want to install the EXG, it really shouldn't be, like, too different from the Windows version. I mean, this is all really it is. It's not too complicated. You might want a mouse or a keyboard that might help things. But other than that, you should be good. Everything is all fine. And enjoy the game. Thank you for watching. And hopefully I won't have to see you again. Hopefully this video will cover everything and I won't need to make a follow-up one. Goodbye.